The echoes of goodbye. In a small town, nestled between holly hills and pine woods, lived a man named David. At first glance, he seemed just like any other adult, working a steady job, maintaining a modest home, and keeping a polite smile on his face. But beneath this facade lay a heart heavy with unspoken grief and a mind tangled in the shadows of his past. Childhood shadows. David's childhood was a kaleidoscope of vibrant colors and dark hues. He remembered his mother, a woman of fierce beauty and quiet despair. She had held him once, but as the years unfolded, her affection faded like the sun setting behind the mountains. He often found himself yearning for her warmth, but she was a ghost in his life, haunting him with her absence. His father, a man of few words, left when David was just a boy, leaving behind echoes of disappointment and the weight of unfulfilled expectations. David felt as if he was a ship lost at sea, tossed by waves of anxiety and fear, desperately searching for a lighthouse that never shone. The weight of trauma. As an adult, David carried the scars of his childhood like invisible chains. Each day was a battle against the tidal waves of stress that crashed over him. At work, he often felt like an imposter, haunted by the belief that he was unworthy of success. The laughter of colleagues felt like distant thunder, a reminder of a joy he could never quite grasp. His nights were filled with restless dreams, where he would relive moments of abandonment and loss. In these dreams, he would reach out to his mother, only to find her slipping through his fingers like grains of sand. The fear of never being enough gnawed at him, a relentless whisper that echoed, "Goodbye." The turning point. One evening, after a particularly grueling day, David found himself wandering into a small bookstore. As he browsed the shelves, a worn-out journal caught his eye. It was as if it had been waiting for him, its pages blank and inviting. He hesitated, then purchased it, feeling a flicker of hope ignite within him. That night, he sat at his kitchen table, pen poised over the empty page. Slowly, he began to write. He poured out his heart, confronting the trauma of his past and the anxieties that plagued him. Each word was a step towards healing, a way to reclaim the power that had been stolen from him. The moral awakening. As the weeks passed, David filled the journal with stories of his childhood, his fears, and his dreams. He wrote letters to his mother and father, expressing the love and pain intertwined in his heart. He realized that while he could not change the past, he could reshape his narrative. Through this cathartic journey, David discovered a profound truth. Forgiveness is not about forgetting, it's about freeing oneself from the shackles of pain. He learned that it was okay to say goodbye to the hurt, to let go of the weight he had carried for so long. A new dawn. One morning, as the sun rose over the hills, David stood at his window, journal in hand. He felt lighter, as if the chains of his past had finally shattered. With each breath, he embraced the promise of a new day, filled with possibilities. He whispered to himself, "Children, don't do what I have done. I couldn't walk, and I tried to run. But now, I choose to walk with purpose." In that moment, David understood that healing was a journey, one that required courage and compassion. He vowed to be the father he never had, to be present for the next generation, to ensure they felt the love he had longed for. Conclusion. David's story is a reminder that while trauma can shape us, it does not define us. We all have the power to rewrite our narratives, to transform our pain into strength. And in doing so, we can reach out to others, offering them the comfort of understanding and the warmth of connection. As he closed his journal, David smiled, knowing that he had finally begun to say goodbye, not just to the hurt, but to the fear that had once held him captive. The echoes of goodbye had transformed into a symphony of hope, resonating in his heart.